Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Dago here, and welcome back to Primordia. We have just gotten a lot of information, and we are trying to find a bunch of different things all at once. But first of all, we have rusty gears.
A large rusty gear.
That we need to figure out how to clean.
Gear.
And I'm not really 100% certain how to clean rusty gears.
We have spent enough time.
Yes, thank you. Crispin, help me out here.
So, Clarity, any idea what was behind those big blast doors down in the underworks?
Factor himself, I believe.
Well, sounds like we need to get him open then, boss.
Okay. The question is how?
They're much too quick to catch, and even if I could, what would I do with one? These submersible robots seem to be consuming the iron oxide in this runoff water.
In other words, they'd eat us if we fell in?
Only our rust.
Oh!
Now I really wish you'd polish me with that rag, boss.
They eat rust, do they? That's convenient. I've got some rust for ya.
They picked the gear clean.
Nice! Do the small gear, too.
They picked the gear clean.
Awesome. Alright, let's go get that door open. I have to remember, I have to click both ways on everything so I get the full picture. Alright, so small gear. Oh. Large gear. And fan belt. There we go. Now we push the button, yeah? Ooh! What's that?
It's some kind of small metal disc with a U on it.
Huh.
It looks like some kind of radio tower. Clarity, why do you still bother with the law? It clearly means nothing to anyone else in Metropole.
It meant something to the robots waiting at the courthouse, did it not? And it means something even now to Metromind, who cannot help but pretend to follow it. But even if it meant nothing to any other robot, it would still mean much to me. The law is a burden I was built to bear.
Even after Arbiter sent you away? Even after he was destroyed?
Especially then. It may be that Arbiter foresaw his own destruction and sent me away to ensure that the law would not be lost with him.
You believe that?
No, it is mere conjecture, unsupported by evidence, wishes passing for facts. But still, they are my wishes.
What is all that? It looks like a whole other city.
That is Factor.
Wow.
Apparently, all that is part of Factor.
Yeah, and can we do anything?
Looks like some kind of radio tower.
Signal transmitter?
There's nothing there to receive the signal.
Okay. So...
It's some kind of small metal disc with a U on it.
What do you think,
Now that
Crispin?
we got those blast doors open, we've just got to figure out how to get Factor's attention, right, boss?
Yeah, how do we get Factor's attention? Will this work?
How would that even work?
Nope, I don't think it will. Okay. Oh, boy. We've got a view.
Apparently.
We've got a radio tower.
It looks like some kind... It looks like...
Okay. And nothing else down here. So, let's come back, shall we? Alright, so, but what about this brother, then? This brother who fell into disrepair and disappeared. What are the chances that he's down here somewhere? A mindless memory eater that maybe got shot. Is he over here somewhere, maybe?
I'd rather just leave it here. It's a shell skull.
She steals shell skulls by the sludge shore?
Good one.
I'd rather just leave it here. I'd rather...
Hey, boss, do you think that's Lawrence's skull?
It does look like it. Clarity, can I take this skull?
Of course, unless it makes you feel barbaric.
I apologize.
The law notices neither scorn nor approval.
Okay.
It's a head from Clarity's trophy rack. There's a memory port near the base.
Oh.
Remind me to have someone else handle my funeral arrangements.
Funeral? I just recycle you.
My point exactly, boss.
Any significant memory will have been lost when he became a shell.
The only thing I can find is the sequence 518, 518 over and over again, after the phrase, help me factor.
That sounds like a glitch, boss, not part of the council code.
Agreed.
That's really sad. Okay, so now what? Do I take the head back to, Leopold? Oswald? Whichever one. Why not? Or is this too grotesque?
Oswald, I think this might be your brother's head.
A model of tact, huh, Clarity?
Alas, poor Lawrence. I knew him, Horatio. A robot of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. But I do not care to have his skull. Do with it what you will.
I accessed Lawrence's memory and it contained a number repeated over and over again. 518. Do you have any idea what it means?
Yes, it is a distress call used by factor-built robots. Typical, but even in the end, he was looking for handouts.
Goodbye.
But it is so suicidal.
Alas, I knew him, Horatio. That's hilarious. Did they name this character Horatio just to build it to that moment? Because if so, I approve. I approve wholeheartedly. Alright, so 518 is a distress call for factor-built robots. So does that mean that we can transmit 518? Hopefully, please let that be what I can do. Come on, let me be right.
There's nothing there to receive the signal.
No. Oh, good. 5 1 oh, no 1 8 go. Oh, hi.
You have called for help, but you are not one of Factor's children.
I am Horatio Nobuilt, version 5. These are my friends, Crispin and...
Clarity Arbiter built. I know her, of course. I am Factotum, partial of Factor Man built, who needs no introduction. Now I ask again, by what right have you called for help?
Metromind has ruined the city. Factor needs to help stop her.
Factor allowed Metromind her mastery, knowing she would fail. When all has turned to rust, he will return and recycle it into something better. In the meantime, why should he care what happens to robots who mean nothing to him?
Is Factor still alive?
He sleeps, as do his thousands of children. He has left me, his partial, to manage his affairs. When the time is right, he will awaken and cover the world with steel and wire.
Will he make me new arms?
No, he will recycle you into something more useful.
Like a tank? Pew, pew!
No, like a crankshaft.
I need the council code so that I can enter the tower.
Do you? The city is full of robots with many needs. They do not come here and transmit a cry for help.
Only Factor can help me.
Factor helps his children.
We solved a legal dispute between Oswald and Cornelius, Factor built.
Please. Factor had little regard for those fools. orders.
I know the routine by now. What do you want in exchange for the code?
Nothing. Factor will do nothing for robots like you who mean nothing to him. He cares only for his children.
Oswald and Cornelius.
Chose not to sleep when Factor shut down, and he never cared for them anyway.
Goodbye.
Well,
Boss, there has to be something we can do to make him realize that this matters to Factor.
ah. We have your favorite child's head.
Do you recognize this?
I do. It is the head of Lawrence Factor built. Are you threatening me?
No. I'm showing you what Metromind has done while Factor slept. She turned Lawrence into a mindless shell, scavenging the underworks. The only thing he could still think was 518, over and over again, calling in vain for Factor to help him.
I see.
Do you?
Give me the head. I do not care what happens to the city, nor does Factor. But he cared for Lawrence. You have brought me a piece of Lawrence. So I will give you pieces of what you asked for. 7510, 4803. As for the rest, awaken some other ghost.
Well,
There has to be some way to get Leopold to admit that he knows Steeple, boss.
Confronting an uncooperative witness with physical evidence is often an effective tactic.
Yeah, what she said.
physical evidence, huh? I don't know how we're gonna get that. Oh, but we have parts of code now. And I think we're pretty much done with the underworks. Alright, well, let's review our data really quick. Okay, Lawrence is Oswald's twin, Factor's favorite.
It's one of the memories downloaded from Charity's shell. In it, Arbiter and Metromind fight over Metropol's constitution, and Metromind attempts to corrupt Charity. It's one of the memories downloaded from Charity's shell. In it, Charity somehow destroys Arbiter and then shoots herself.
Alright. So, the code is 16 digits. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 from Charity. Don't have anything from Steeple yet. Factotum. Oh, wait, how many did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Huh. So there's some overlap, perhaps? 4803, 7510. 4803, 067, 510, maybe? Something like that? Yeah. Okay, Memorius. So we need Memorius and we need Steeple. How am I going to get... Oh, well, I don't know.
I need to see what he's offering before I can make a trade.
Crispin, what do you think?
As long as we're running down descendants of these council robots, maybe we should go talk to Oswald. After all, he's a Factor-built robot.
We already did that.
Can I have the monocle?
No, I have no reason to give you a gift.
Goodbye.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
How about...
I doubt that will have any effect.
Nope. Okay, fine.
You know, boss, since we're combing the city anyway, maybe we should look for your gospel while we're at it.
How can we possibly find it?
Contraband is thrown into the underworks. Recovering your book is simply a matter of following the runoff currents.
Delightful.
Really? Well, I mean, I don't know what else to do, so... Runoff currents, huh?
Maybe if we were back at the Unique, I'd take it, but it's too big to waste time with here.
Runoff currents.
I can't see anything to do with it.
Can I use Crispin on
Is
it?
that really the best idea you can come up with, boss?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it is.
When we go to the tower, we have to assume Metromind will be waiting for us.
Perhaps, perhaps not. To us, our mission is all-consuming, but to Metromind, we are one of 100 problems. Tunnels cave in, bridges collapse, generators fail, foundations crumble. All these things require her attention.
Okay, so that covers perhaps not. But what if she is there? What then?
Then I will be pleased.
That makes one of us.
I like her.
I don't want that.
I don't see any runoff currents that are clear to me. Ugh, no. No, this all leads to the same stuff. Dang it! Why do you taunt me? There are no currents. It's all just generally still water, except for that pipe.
I don't want that sludge in my joints. Better just to leave it alone.
Horatio,
Boss, if we could persuade Oswald to give us the monocle, think of all the gynoids I could impress.
I'm trying not to think of that.
little thought is required for such an absurd proposition. The monocle's only value is its connection to Memorius.
Well, we are unfortunately out of time, so we're going to have to solve all these puzzles in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Do subscribe for more shenanigans. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I will see you next time.